Welcome to the Fruitland Park Library's Community Spotlight. Today we're going to be talking with the charity group Abundance of Love. Come see all the wonderful work these people do for our community.
Hello, I'm Bobby Powell, co-leader of Abundance of Love, Lady Lake at Water Oak. There are 4 groups, 3 in the villages, and ours is the Outside the Villages group. All are welcome to come to our group. We meet Wednesdays, that's the 2nd and 4th Wednesdays, 1 till 3 in the afternoon. We knit, sew, crochet, loom, and we respond to 25 local charities. As they find a need, we fill it. It's a lovely group, very friendly, and you would be welcome at any time. If you would like to contact me, it's Bobby Powell, 352-678-5679, and we look forward to seeing you. Thank you.
We're here today with Jen Smith, and she's the area coordinator for Abundance of Love. I'm going to turn it over to you, Jen.
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Jen Smith, and I am the founder and outreach coordinator for Abundance of Love. This group started June 1st, 2020, and so we have come an awful long way since then. We decided, our group leaders kind of got together and we decided we'd really like to do things locally because there's such a need in our area. And so at that point I started doing a little research to find out where the need was, and we found there was a great need. We are especially fond of children's organizations, and so we do many of the local schools. We make hats and scarves for them in the winter months. Last year we donated over 3,000 scarves and hats. We started with there's a place in Ocala called Tools for Teachers, and it's a giant warehouse, so we took hats and scarves there, and the teachers come and shop for free once a month, and they take the hats and scarves back to the children. A lot of these children come from the forest, and so they don't actually own a hat or a scarf, so that's where we started. Since then, we went into Fruitland Park Elementary School, and they took another 550 hats. And so schools are really important for the children to get something warm to wear in the winter months. We also really enjoy working with breast cancer survivors, and we have several products which one of our members will show you about what we make. We make breast prosthesis and breast pillows and so forth. Those are donated locally. Soap sacks are a new thing to us, and basically it's a knitted or crocheted little sack that contains a bar of soap, and we've probably donated close to 800 since we started, and they go into food banks and transitional housing, anyone that needs a bar of soap and a washcloth. Okay. We donate to Arnett House in Ocala, and those are for troubled youth. And they, upon arrival, they are giving, they're giving what we call a toiletry pouch. And in that pouch, you'll see that there's toothbrush and toothpaste and a bar of soap and deodorant and whatever. And each one gets to take one of those, along with a pillowcase specially made for them. And when they leave, it's a 21-day program, and when they leave, they get to take those items with them. So. We have just added, we just went over 25 charities, and everything from hats and scarves, and we work with Advent Health in Tavares, and we have something there called the Butterfly Project, and we make shawls for the hospice program. And we especially like to give to veterans, and so we have a red, white, and blue blanket. We take it to Advent, and they pass them on to the veterans. So many different organizations. We always are open to donations, especially yarn, to make our items, and or monetary donations to buy yarn. We also make medical dolls. That's a brand new thing to us this year. And they go down to Tampa Regional Hospital and also to Arnold Palmer Hospital in Orlando, and you'll hear more about those. We didn't realize there was such a need for medical dolls, but Nancy will explain to you what they are and what they're used for. So many projects, and we welcome everybody to join our group. We do have 3 groups in the villages, And this one, of course, is at Water Oak. And people are coming back after the pandemic. They're opening up and coming back. And today we have a good group, I think about 24 people today. People can come and sit and bring their work with them, or they can just stop in and drop off the items they've made at home and pick up some yarn to continue their crafting. Very, very friendly group here, wonderful group here, and always looking for new projects. So that's my job, is to go out and find the need in the community and try to fill that need. That's kind of our mission. So anyone can always call me, Jen Smith, or you can email me at jpsmith5@comcast.net. Or you can, call my phone number. It's best to email me because I check that quite frequently. And if you want to join our group, we have instructors on hand. If you're brand new and you've never learned how to crochet or loom or knit, you're welcome here. And we have instructors to help you get started.
I'm Nancy Still, and I'm with Abundance of Love, and we started this year making medical dolls for the hospitals. This is an example, and the doll has a little medical gown on it, and the hospital department child life specialists, they use the dolls to show a child what they're going to do, a procedure that they might need to do to a child, or an exam or something, and they kind of use it to show so that the child is more comfortable with the procedure. And the child can add a face. So we have this one, which is a medical gown doll. We also started making ones with this little romper outfit because we also donate them to the Sheriff's Department, and the Sheriff's Department use them in domestic disturbance situations when the child is involved and they can just hold something. So we started doing these as well with the little romper. And then sometimes we add hair, and sometimes we add the little surgical cap. We started doing those. The reason why is because one of the hospitals told us that the children really love these surgical caps. And I guess the child is sort of part of the medical team. So they can wear it into surgery. And it looks like a little shower cap, but they're quite easy for us to make. So we started making these as well for one of the hospitals, and then adding them to the dolls too. So that's the medical doll situation.
To show you these here.
Okay.
This is
all right.
This is what we call the Isolette Blankets, and these go to the Advent Health Center in Orlando for the neonatal unit, and they go over the isolettes to cover the isolettes so that the lights don't go onto the babies, because the lights are on those isolettes day and night, so we just need to protect the baby's eyes. And of course we want to make it pretty and special, and then when they do go home eventually, if they wish, the parents can take the blankets home with them. So it's just a nice reminder. So we have to make them really pretty. That's those. These ones are what my husband calls boomerangs. These are for the ladies who have mastectomies, either single mastectomies or double mastectomies. And of course when they come home, the lymph glands and everything's really tender, very soft. So we put these underneath so that they can help protect either the side that they've had the mastectomy on, and just to make it a little bit more comfortable for them, so there's not a lot of pressure on the area. So this is for the single one, so they can put it underneath, they can hold it, put even in the car, when they're watching TV, somewhere that just wants to make them feel comfortable. And that's that one. Then this one, of course, is the double. So when they have a double mastectomy, they need, of course, something much, much bigger. These are going to the Sharon Morse Hospital here in the Villages, to the cancer center. So there's a great need for all of these. There's so many ladies in need of these. I mean, it's incredible. And it's very sad when you think that we need all of this stuff. It's incredible. And to think there's so many talented ladies and gentlemen, because some gentlemen sew and knit, and so that's what these are all about. Boomerangs.
A bit about what knitted knockers are. Knitted knockers is actually a national and international charity that make breast prosthesis, and this is what they look like. They're very, very soft. They're made out of specialty yarns, which we purchase for people to make. The stuffing, even the stuffing is very specialized. It's got to be the right kind of stuffing. We make these, they're knitted or crocheted. They come in sizes from every size really, from A up to double D. They come in two kinds of yarn. This is a prosthesis that you would wear every day. And we also make them for swimwear in different colors. We've got neutral colors, and then we've got bright colors, whatever anybody would want. They're kind of open in the back, as you can see, so that you can add more stuffing if you want, or take out stuffing just as you like. Some people put a weight inside to make them feel a little more realistic. But we've given out quite a few of these already. The alternative to this is a very heavy silicone breast prosthesis that people really don't like. They're too heavy and too hot, and so when they came up with these, they're really, really, people really love them. So I can, if anybody wants them, we give them for free. And if anybody wants them, they can email me at my email address, and we'd be happy to mail them or to bring them in person, whatever the person needs, okay? We also make these little pockets. Look very silly. I mean, they're very simple, very, very simple. But these are called surgical drain pockets. And for anyone that knows a little bit about surgery, these pockets pin inside a woman's clothing and for the drainage tubes. So these are, again, they just pin inside your clothes, and they're very, very comfortable. So, but everything we make at Abundance of Love is for free, so anyone is welcome to come and get them.
Lisa Kraczynski, and I crochet, and I've been crocheting since I was about 20 years old. And I found this group several years ago, and I make things, well, pretty much anything. And right now I'm crocheting a potato chip scarf, and I came up with this little deal. Since we make things for homeless kids and for kids in group homes, this will keep their toiletries clean and dry, and they can take it to the bathroom with them. This is a little scarf for the little girls that can play tea parties, and this is a lap blanket for veterans, and hopefully they'll like those in the patriotic colors.
I knit mostly hats, from newborns up to babies to grown-ups to men, whatever. On the needles, yes. I use the circular needles. I started out with the straight needles, and I found that when you're finished, you still have to sew the seams up. So I'm cheating. So this way you have no seams to sew up when you're finished. It's all one piece. You just have to tie in any ends that you have, which is easy.
When the ladies come in to start looming, we normally start them out on what we call a first hat, because this one, you can usually knit one up in the 2 hours that we're here. And they're very simple. We use two different designs. This is one that has the little fold-up brim on it, but most of them just do this particular pattern. And when they get done, we always have them get up and we take a picture of them with their hat showing what they've accomplished. A lot of them make a little tassel to put on the top. This is strictly just knitting.
I am Lee Buckland. I've been looming for about a year and a half now. I also teach at Spruce Creek. I have a group there, and we're affiliated with Water Road, so we bring our stuff here, get our yarn and stuff, and take it back. So I loom, I teach looming. This is a hat that I'm working on right now. It's a spiral, and this is what the spiral looks like when it's done. And this is like for the little ones. And then on the long loom, like this, we do scarves. There's a longer one that you do like a triangle for a shawl, and quite a few different things. And then also on this little loom, can make flowers.
Well, of course, the dolls are made, and then you either can make the little ones for the hospital, with a hospital gown. But I made these. These are for they're for the sheriff's office when they talk to the abused children there. So that's one, and they put them on the dolls. So I made these. I made these out of napkins.
Oh,
I went to the thrift shop and I bought two. They were brand new, two for $1. And I got 2 outfits out of them for $1. So I figured it was a good way to save them.